Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. We are back with surviving as a trader in space. It's time to renovate the base a bit. So let's get started. Alright, so I decided to go with the Matrix look-like digital shield look for fun. And seemingly looks decent, not too bad. Actually didn't even realize this, but I got a nice little view here of Mars and Europa on this base station, so that's pretty cool. So I think today's focus will loosely be updating this base. And by updating this base, really what I mean is cut this in half as much as I can and bring the ship a little closer within the safety zone or safe zone. I don't know why I keep saying safety zone. Should be safe zone. We also got to fix up the solar panels and everything like that. But how much of a focus I want to be on renovating the base? Probably not too much. But I definitely want to do certain other things as well. Because as you can tell and seen in previous episodes, writing these things down is a pain in the butt. Because these are large grid heavy armor blocks, which has a lot of metal grids, a lot of steel plates, and for me to personally use my hand grinder, it will take forever to do, as you see right there. And then dumping it into the large car container and things like that. Yeah, it's just not ideal. We could build what we did before, was build a piston arm with some grinders. That kind of works out a little bit. And it's not too bad. It's still slow, but we could do a little better in terms of placement to kind of speed things up, but not a lot that we can do with it, to be honest. So that's where our problem lies. And kind of just doing that will make for a very boring episode. So we're gonna have to figure a way to change things up just a tiny bit and get that updated as fast as possible. All right, so the boss encounter didn't go away. I didn't really talk too much about it, but the dangerous encounter did spawn over there at one point in time. Looks like it's not going to come towards us unless we get really close or decently close. But I know those boss encounters are not very fun because I think they have actual shields. And there's a corrupt tunnel drone after us now. That is a first. That's also not a great sign because they're gonna come after us really fast and hard. So we may have to turn our turrets on and go for a quick little battle of anything. So that's corruption. The first time it spawns, I'm pretty sure the boss might actually be corruption as well. So I hope that's not the case, but it could be. All right, everything's on. Let's go for a quick little battle. Hopefully this doesn't turn out too bad. Ooh, can see missiles shooting us already. And I think it's shooting our base more than it is shooting us. That's pretty interesting. But I am pretty sure my turrets are going to take it down pretty fast. I don't know why I started shooting our base, which has shields. So how's this supposed to get through? I have no idea. But good luck to you, sir. I think your parts are everywhere now, and then most of your weapons are probably gone already. So that was a quick and easy battle, and it is obliterated. Yikes. Yep, the parts are flying everywhere. Where's the main part of the ship? What is that's it, but what is left of it, I have no idea. It looks like little to nothing left on it. So let's just check it out. What is on here is just a programming block. The entire ship just got obliterated pretty easily. I mean, granted, I believe it was a small grid ship. I think. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it's a small programming block. So that was a small ship. So we gotta be careful, get too close to this thing. I mean, we have shields, so we should be okay, but still. We don't want to get too close, because if we get too close, they might start attacking us. So, and from what I recall from fighting boss encounters, they have a specific shield that I think lasts forever until you turn it off by hitting a sweet spot in the back, which is not easy to get to by any means. So that's why it becomes very difficult to deal with if we had to really go that route of fighting it. I hope we don't. I mean, I do hope we do fight it eventually, but I don't know how we can fight it if it's going to be a very specific target. So that's where it gets a little interesting. So we probably have to program our ship to aim at a certain spot and not just a weapon. In that case, I believe. I mean, I could be all wrong and everything's probably changed eventually, so that might not even be the case, but I think that is the case. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see eventually how it's gonna go. Good news is that we didn't really take any damage. Oh, we didn't even have a decoy up and running, so that's interesting. We're gonna have to get the mats for that. Oh, we don't have radio components, so that's why we didn't make it, probably. All right, so we got one radio component, and we should be able to weld this together now. Yep, perfect. All right, so we got to fix up and cut this a lot shorter, and it's probably, and ideally we cut it like pretty much maybe up to here as an example. Why over here? No specific reason. It's just a little bit closer to the gate or the front of the door. It could even be even closer if you really care to. Oh. But I think right here is a pretty good sweet spot for it. So we could cut down most of these blocks to make way for a piston-like thing. And that's pretty much what we're going to do here. Actually, we should leave that over there. Cut this off. And this piece off. And that's all we can do for now. And we just got to get the rest of this grinded down. And we're good over here. So, how we could do this? Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to put one up here. Cut this off and cut this off. And what we can do here is basically, we don't need to do a T-shape, but I'm just going to do it anyways. We'll bring it down towards the bottom, I guess, and build out a home piston grinding set to go up front. So that would mean we could do a junction here and like that. Nope, we'll do a junction and a C because we can always do this first. And again, I'm wasting mass by doing this, but once I drop an item, woo, flies away. We don't have a gravity gen up. I would think we don't have a gravity gen at least, but it's just chucking everything out of over there for some odd reason. Even if we did, let's just say, oop, that is it wasn't exactly what I was planning to do, but I was trying to throw one out, not the whole entire stack, so that was a bit unfortunate. Is it something about the safety zone that's doing that? Potentially. I'm not exactly sure what's doing that, but it is doing it. So yeah, it is what it is. But I'm gonna do this here. I feel like we're moving, but we're not. It's just the shield kind of like shifting a little bit, and it's kind of making it look like it's moving just a tiny bit. Kind of making me a little nauseated, so I might have to change the color. The green is probably doing it for me, or ain't doing it for me, I should say. So yeah, let me go ahead and change that really quick, because yeah, I'm not feeling that great just looking at that. All right, so can leave it white and... Okay, that's why we were moving a little bit because we had dampeners on. We have dampeners on would follow with my ship or something else. Probably the ship, likely the ship. And it was making me slightly move a little bit, so that's why they seemed a little bit of motion. So should be alright. Let's go with default white for now. That's still a little dizzying. Yeah, that's a bit much too. I don't know. I mean, I guess if we go all dark, they'll be kind of invisible. Oh, actually, that looks pretty cool. A little mosaic-ish. A little bluish tint there, actually, but a little mosaic-ish, and I can barely see it, to be honest, so that kind of works. All right, so we're gonna build it all the way back here, so we can do the piston, so it has enough range to go towards the front. I know the build and repair is gonna activate a slight bit because of doing this, but it should be okay. I mean, even if we push the build and repair all the way over here, it's gonna activate and kind of repair some of the damages here too, which is not something I really wanted to do with the build and repair. I just wanted to build and repair the ship, but not much we could do about it at this point. I should be fine, to be honest. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pistons, which may or may not be enough, but we will see. And it looks like the dangerous encounter or boss encounter actually does disappear, so that's good to note. And we didn't have to deal with it. So I guess if we get too close to that area, then we'll know for sure that they'll come after us. But right now, since we're far, far away, I guess they decided not to do anything to us, which is kind of a good sign at the moment. All right, we are out of motors, and while we're making power cells, interesting. We queued up. Pretty sure we queued up 100 motors, and did it build it already? Can't be. That was weird. I don't remember putting power cells. Maybe I did. I don't know. You never know. I probably did. I hope not, but that would be really, really dumb of me. Anyways, we'll put the pistons out. And we should do this to all the sides for now, so we speed this up. But you know what? It's probably best to just keep it like this for now, so we know which pistons these are. So I think these are all the pistons. Wait, how many pistons are here? Nope, looks like we didn't grind these down. I guess we'll do that now. So there's pretty much all our motors right here. So how far did we build or chop this one down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Odd numbers. Great. So that's good. So here up to the door is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're up to 9. So we could do 2 more if we really, really wanted to. We'll leave it for now. We can manually chop it down. So not a big deal. So pistons. Oop. The incomplete one is the one we chopped down just now. So pistons, we could do shear inertia. We could reverse it as quick as possible. Just want to see how far we are. And not far enough, as you can see. And build and repair is going to work once I put down these pistons, which is, again, not exactly what I wanted, but it's gonna happen. All right, so probably 1 or 2 more pistons is gonna do it at this length. And it looks like we may need, oh, well, I think we're good. Yeah, we should be good. Alright, so we're gonna have to put a command junction down. And we could do it here or here. I think we should be okay to do it here. But we'll get it up to here. Yeah. Here and here. So that way we can put grinders going this way. So that means we gotta get rid of this conveyor or connector here. We gotta throw everything in a large car container. Get rid of this. And then build this out. Put some grinders down and we should be good to go. And we are out of interior plates. And most of the items are actually in the ship. So we kind of do need to move or connect this thing we can. But we might not even have that much interior plates. So I'm going to make a few more. All right. So build this up, and build this one up. So we should be able to put grinders and tons of them this way. Oop, looks like we're slightly off, so we'll just manually take this one and this one off. If we can.
Inventory.
Got some inventory there, so jump in there. All right, there we go. Now we should be good. And grab some grinder mats if we have. It looks like we do. Lots of it. Perfect. We'll put this. And to be on the safe side, we'll put some on the side as well. Should flip this over actually. All that was done incorrectly. We gotta do it this way. So we can put a layer of them going that way on the sides. So that's good on the bottom. That's good on top. Well, middle. And the top needs more. Based on, yeah, how it's kind of set up here. And these are the tricky ones because we need to put conveyor junctions or piping here and here. And that should be pretty decent. Okay, so that's our array of grinders. Well, we didn't finish ones in the middle, looks like. And then we're missing construction components. And we're good to go. So put our grinders to work. And then we'll slowly grind it down from there. So basically, we are going to have to get rid of what's in the build and repair. Probably just grind it down first, if anything. All right, so 2 build and repairs down. Now all the pistons gonna retract. Oop, you know what? I didn't even extend this one, so that's my bad. Whatever. So now velocity is gonna be negative like 0.1 or something like that. I don't know. It could be probably a little bit faster, but maybe not. Look at the speed of this. I think 0.1 or 0.2 is probably our best bet because I don't know how fast it's gonna grind down in this rate. It's probably 0.1, not even good enough. As you see, that happens. Should be enough, but we gotta calculate how slow the rest should go. Yikes. Okay, so it's a bit on the fast side doing it this way. So 0.1 ain't gonna do it. So maybe 0.05 might be decent enough to get it going. Yeah, kind of. So 0.5. I'm gonna do the calculations in a bit. 1 piston, 2 piston, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's 0.05 divided by 7? That's going to be 0.007 roughly. So my remaining pistons will have to go negative 0.007. Slow as that sounds, that's kind of what we got to do. So here's a little bit of our James Bond 007 piston grinding machine. So we'll wait for that to get done, and that should grind it down roughly over here. So that's not even too bad. That's actually pretty decent. And while that's happening, we could fix this up or help grind down this side, if anything. It looks like we gotta do it on both ends, which is, or all ends actually, which is pretty bad. Because again, there's a lot of materials to grind down, but also a good thing because then we can sell what we need to sell in terms of steel plates and iron and metal grids in terms of cobalt as well. So of course there's positives there, but I mean, the biggest negative there is that it's just gonna take forever to do. But yeah, I really don't want to stay here and focus on dismantling the arms here, obviously. So let's not do that. In terms of these solar panels, we could fix that up a bit. And it looks like it's using the metal grids as well, or the heavy armor. So it looks like it skips right over here, and then yeah, it works like that. Okay, so one thing we gotta check out also is there anything that we still need to take over? I guess all the panels has access denied for some reason. So there's that, and there's a bunch of interior lights, but that's fine. Interior lights are not going to do any big deal. All right, let's see if I can get everything to show on block terminal. So we don't have anything hidden. So we still got a few air vents, buttons, hangers that's not accessible, LCD. And the problem with that is if my weapons are not stating to target weapons only, it's going to shoot some of these things. So do we hack every single piece? I mean, that sounds ridiculous, but it might actually need to happen. But of course, this could happen off camera on some downtime. And not during this session, maybe. I'll do just this side for now, just to get it started, and we'll figure out the rest from there. Alright, we'll just hack that. So all these will become ours again. Yes, I could use a mod to easy hack a whole entire base or ship, but you guessed it, we're not going to use that. Alright, so let's see, where's this at now? It's slowly doing its thing, and it's getting there. Not too bad. I guess we could do the same thing for here, if anything, because once we build out, we could just do negative 0.07, and it should be fine. Yeah, I think we just do that. We just build it out, let it run, and we should be good to go. So let's count how much further we want to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th one. Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to do this a little differently because this is a bit different. Let's get the glass. So it's gonna be even numbers at this point. So that's not great, but should be okay. I'm gonna take the glass out first if I can. Nope, maybe not. It's a bit far in front. But the good thing is that we have the access point right here to put the pistons pretty low, which is great. Based on what we have here, which is a mess of things. All right, so if I wonder if I could get some pistons running this way and see how far that goes. But I think we don't necessarily need it to be all that much. Because we want to preserve a few as well. So I don't think we need to do too much. So we'll grab some piping first instead. So we do, let's just do up to here. And then we do our pistons. And we do what, 7 of them? 8 of them? I think we had 8 was a good decent number. Right? based on the other side, but we'll see how much we need for this side. And then, of course, we'll apply it on that other arm and go from there. All right, so that'll do it. That is going to be all our grinding arms to reduce the arms, I guess. And this one has 9 for some reason. This one has 8. And, well, was this the one with 8 that a little bit miscounted? Yeah, I think. No, it should be just 8. And this one's coming to a close. And still somewhat long ways to go. So as you see here, it's a slow process to slowly grind these things out, but it was necessary. But let's see, did we kill out all our cargo containing space? No, we did not. So that's a good thing. All right, great. So the battery wise, we're going to have to grind down and take it as ours. So that's going to include the use of a level 1 grinder. So we're gonna have to make that really quick, or unranked grinder, I guess we can call it. And then some power cells. So we grab the unranked grinder, some power cells, get charged up, and work our way on hacking the batteries. Okay, so our unranked grinder here, and we need that so we can slowly get rid of these batteries into hackable. Because what that's gonna do, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this really quick. Takes a little too long with just the grinder itself, the regular one. So I'm gonna grind these down as much as possible with the elite grinder. And then slowly grind down the rest from here. So we can try to get to the point of 1 power cell gone, which is fine. And by fine, I mean the best way of doing it so that we don't lose too much power cells. So we just lose out on 1 power cell, and then we just grind and weld it back together. And it should be now accessible by us. Yep. And these are now our batteries. Although it didn't really matter, but we did it more for the fact of if I accidentally turn my turrets on and not just attack weapons, we might end up kind of firing upon ourselves here, which is not a great thing to do. But if I don't know if SBRTs or space pirates are against these things, but it could be. So that could have been a way to avoid any damage with SBRT and still keep the batteries, I guess. But no, we're gonna have to kind of call it ours for now. So we'll take over these batteries. So total of 5 batteries. Looks like there should be a lot more batteries here, but we're not gonna focus on that right now. A lot of this could be fixed up. I'm not even sure what should be down here to have it all fixed up, but we also have a ton and tons of solar panels down here to hack and make it ours and everything like that as well. So unfortunately, tons and tons to do here. We'll do that off camera if anything, and we'll wait for the grinders to eliminate as much as we can. It looks like we're only getting up to this point. So still a lot more to go. So with that, that means I'm just gonna have to get rid of more pistons for this to attach. I wonder if there's a good way of doing this, and would it even work if I were to kind of let it settle down a little bit and then grind it? Would it move? Would it not move? I don't know. And what I would do is basically put a merge block to connect to it. To connect to a certain part of the pistons. I don't know how well that's going to work, but if I put like a merge block right over here facing this way, and put a merge block in one of these face that way, and then when I try to connect it, will it connect? Or will the whole thing fly away? So I guess we can find out right now. So basically a merge block here. And a merge block that's going to be far enough to probably here to get to that. So that means we just got to build out maybe a merge block right here. Is that on the piston head itself? I hope so. That means I can eliminate these pistons here. But by doing that, will this start moving? I don't know. But what we could do is maybe just landing gear it so that it sticks in there. I think that would work, right? But I think we do need to fully construct the landing gear. Yeah, this might work. And we'll just do... We would probably want it to lock, but it's probably going to automatically lock the moment I get rid of this. So let's hope that is the case in 3, 2, 1. We're not locked in. But it's not moving, so that's also a good sign. Alright, so we knocked out these. Again, I'm not sure if that's connected to the piston, but I hope so. Piston head, that is. So let's reverse this one. And I do not think it is connected to that, though. Oh, it is. Perfect. I can merge in from here, so I can get rid of this head. I could attach it through the head itself, too. That's also an option. So we'll reverse this one, but we do... that. We don't have to do it too slow. We can do speed it up a little bit. That might just connect right there, I think, right? Should be. Okay. Do we cut this out? Or no. We didn't get as far forward as we thought. So let's just increase this a bit. And that's it. That should move it forward. Yeah. This didn't help at all, but luckily we didn't even need it anyway, so we can get rid of this. So that kind of really worked out. So we have 1, 2, 3 pistons. It kind of needs to go back. Well, this one I think can reverse right here without issues. Yeah. So it's 2. So it's 2 divided by 0.05 divided by 2. So that should be velocity of negative 0.025. And we do the same thing for this one. So not too bad. And that should bring it up to right around here, I think. Yeah, should be. Let's hope that's the case. So let's check out the other arms. Still long ways to go here. And this one, not a long ways to go, but a decent amount left. So that should be okay. One last thing to check is to make sure our large car containers are not completely filled. And that seems to be the case. Perfect. All right, so what we can do now also, in addition, is kind of fix this up a little bit if we need to. Probably should replace some of these heavy armor with light armor instead, because I don't think we need heavy armor. But let's fix it up and see what this design was supposed to be. So it looks like... Okay, so it's just a basic blocks like this with a slope block. Yeah, so basic regular blocks here, slope, and this turns into some kind of point, I guess it looks like. So we can keep with that design if anything. But looks like that's all we need to do here. Not sure if there's anything down the middle. These should technically be advanced rotors so we can do some auction farms, but that wasn't the idea that this station was going for initially, it looks like. Something we could potentially do. And of course, we gotta design this base out a little bit more too, because of the car container that I placed down here, which makes it a little bit more out there. And I think I add these blocks here just to keep this platform. So the platform is probably gonna be dropped down by 1 actually. So we should replace these with these blocks. So we can extend it this way if need be. Alright, so we dropped the platform down by 1, which is not bad, but because, well, also because most of it is already missing. So there's that. We can add more batteries here. Not sure what if there was batteries on these sides, but we can get rid of all of these now. We get save on parts if we need it. And do we want to keep with this design? Looks like it goes down with these slope blocks, and then it has these kind of like our ship's design. We'll leave that there so we know exactly what that looks like. But yeah, I think we're good here. We don't need this anymore. This is what we placed there just to keep the platform together. And we're probably gonna come back and fix this up sooner or later. Did we take some damage here? Oh wow, there's 2 windows. There's a double layer window here. That's quite interesting, actually. Or did we place a window in there for no reason? That could be a possibility. No, it is double pane. I see it right inside there. Alright, cool. So it's double pane windows. That's awesome. This is still working out as intended. And we're getting pretty close to finishing up. Get rid of this. I took a little too much. As you can hear. And there's somewhere within here the interior plates. I don't know where they are exactly, but it's causing a bit of clang or clanging sound. Which is crazy, but whatever. Alright, so it should be able to cut down. Or is it done? Actually, I think it's done. Yeah, it's done. So is this more than enough space? There's about 8 spacings now instead of 9, which I was hoping for. We can do 7. That means we could get this closer by 1 if need be. And then we could put a connector. Or we just leave it as that. It's 8. Well, we could add our own platform and make it 9, so that's not a big deal. Alright, so let's just... Oop. Alright, we gotta stop doing that. We just lost a whole bunch of materials because they don't just want to float around at all. Ooh, and we pretty much filled up our large cargo containers, so that's not good. We might actually have to put another one here sooner than later because it's gonna fill up all the way. So put that one here. Looks like we need a display. Wasn't expecting to fill up that quickly, to be honest, but it's gonna happen. And oh, looks like that's not connected anymore because of what I did, right? No, that should be connected. That definitely should be connected. Why is it not connected? Oh, there's the materials. Okay, so why are they not movable? So these things filled up. No, they didn't fill up all the way. They should be movable to here, here. Is this attached? It's attached. So should be able to move it all into here and in here. And in here. Okay, so this something here that's damaged. So it's not lit up. Why is that? Oh, this doesn't work. What am I doing here? Why did we put a conveyor here on a block like this? That was super weird. Okay. We're gonna put a conveyor here. And then pipe it up like this. So that was interesting. I think I've just lost a whole bunch of materials this way. No idea what was I doing. I know there's orcs coming our way too. I'm not sure if it's gonna attack us. I kind of think it will. And hopefully it doesn't, but getting relatively close. We are in a shield, so we should be okay. Should we come out and attack it? Probably. I don't see why not. Okay, that should fulfill our... Yes. So I hope we didn't lose a lot of materials. These things hold not much at all. Ooh, that's pretty bad. Alright, whatever. I hope that's not the case, but it is definitely possible that we lost a lot of materials just now. Because I don't know what I was doing. Why was there a conveyor to a block? That made no sense whatsoever. But luckily it worked out for the rest because they should be all conveyored in. Alright, so the orcs are slowly coming. I don't know what orcs look like. I don't know why it just started working. Maybe it depends on the load of the game, but or the ownership of all this is creating havoc on me because now my threat level is super high. Potentially. I think that may or may not be the case. And likely the case, I would think. Alright, so we can fix this up now. Put in... Well, I guess we could leave that. I'm not sure if these things are connected now. Is this free floating or is it still part of something? Because this could have been just free floating. Not too sure. So let's take this piece out. And then throw in a connector. And once we finish doing that, I think we may have to go out and battle the orc that's coming our way. I mean, we can stay in the ship. that works too. And avoid any sort of battling. And why am I out of... No, we're not. Okay. I thought we were out of computers for a second there. Exiled engineer. I mean, if you really want to fight, we can have a fight. I honestly don't even know if it was talking about me, but I mean, it looks like it's flying close and closer to me. But it's also going kind of that way. So, kind of awkward. But I think I'm going to take you up on a bit of a dogfight now. Let's see. Gatlin's good to go. Yep. I'm fine by coming out and taking you out, to be honest. Turn on all my thrusters. Turn on... Oop, almost hit my solar panels. Turn on my turrets. Head on out. Let's go for a battle. Okay, Exile Engineer and Orks is two different things, apparently. So... Not sure what that's about, but if we get behind the Ork, I think we have a better opportunity here to take these guys out. Hello? Why are my weapons not firing? There we go. My interior turrets just took out the missiles in front. Alright, why is my turrets not shooting anything? They all have ammo. That was weird. Anyways. Ooh, they're charging in on us. There we go. Why? Ooh, okay. They hit hard. I'm struggling to find a seat now. Got one here. Oop, that's hard to see. Pretty much sitting ducks here. Ooh. They hit hard. Was not expecting that. But luckily I have an extra seat back here. That's a lot of turrets that they have. And then I have to try to maneuver a little bit to the left or right of them to fight off the rest of their turrets. I think I lost a lot of turrets just now. Ooh, don't know what was shooting us. This is a bit of a tough battle. Where's our turrets? Should be on that side. Alright. They're doing significant damage to them, and they're doing significant damage to us. That's a bit scary. Oof. They have a lot of weapons, actually, so that's bad. Wish I had a better viewpoints. I don't have the greatest viewpoints. You may have lost a lot. No, we still got a decent amount of Gatlins. That's good. So come on. Let's do this. I don't know where my Gatlins are, but I think if I go upwards, we should be best. Oof. That hurt. Alright, you're breaking too much of my stuff. Come on, need to aim for their Gatlins. My Gatlins aren't doing that great of a job. So what if we swap to the other side? Oof. Can't really see much on this side, but should be okay. I can't see a thing. But it sounds like my Gatlins are shooting it, so that's always a good sign. And it's a lot faster than us. It's starting to run away. That's what it looks like. Alright. Oof. Damage assessments. Ooh, we lost a lot right here in front. All the seats are missing. Our reactors are on the ground. Luckily, we can still recover that. We lost our large cargo container. And some hydrogen. That is not good at all. This is definitely not a good fight to be had. Oof.